Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And if you would come unmuted or anything, you need to talk, just, whatever, just start talking. But if you're not talking or anything, just make sure you stay muted because I get really, really distracted. Just being honest with you. I'll be like squirrel, all over the place. But I wanted to get this going because I worked the past couple nights and I really just like to hit the beginning of the month with the right mindset. I know you guys saw me post about it on the team page. And I really want everybody to make sure that they're goal setting this month. I want them to realize, like, no matter who you are, no matter when you joined, whether you joined today, you joined yesterday, you joined last week, you joined last month, you joined a couple months ago, whatever it might have been, you have to get in the mindset right now. Where do you want to be come April 31st or April 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern? Where do you want your goal to be at? And then I want you to dream a little bit bigger. What if you doubled it? Okay, because I truly think you should never set limits for yourself. Okay, you should set goals, and then you should have your next goal in mind and ready to tackle that immediately following. Okay, I can tell you guys, what if I would have let off the gas the second that I went 200K? I want to put this into some perspective for you. I went 200K on the 24th of March. Some of you guys might be sidelines in mind, but we finished a month, guys, with 311,000 in volume. We did another 111,000 in volumes in that next 7 days, which is insane, and that is like, what if I would have just stopped? Like, what if I would have just been like, oh, well, I hit my goal. What's the sense in cheering on my team, and that's not cool. So I can tell you, I was at work on the 31st. And I know there's a couple of you guys that were messaging, and we were messaging clear up until midnight. And I was not able to be on as much because I had patients that I had to take care of. But during that last hour, we were trying to rush to get stuff finished. We were trying to, and everybody that's ever gone VIP 800, VIP 1600, you're going into those final hours. How many of you guys have been fighting for? I know last night I was also on the phone with somebody that was trying to get their VIP 800 rate at the last minute, trying to work out the kinks and so forth. The reality of this is that I can't be just focused on my goal. I need to be there focused for my team's goals, right? So that's where you need to come into this, and you need to think about it that, yes, you need to set a goal, but you need to know what your team's goals are. You need to know what they need, where their mind is. Are they willing to work for it? Do they want to go after it? But you can't just settle for where you're at, because you're not going to be able to move forward. So what's so cool about this business is that new people coming in, their first goal, guys, is 2 customers and 2 promoters, and to get that VIP $800 bonus or VIP 800 bonus. If you have not hit that and you are outside your VIP period, then your next goal should be to find a couple people that need that VIP 800 bonus. Okay? Because then you can get to 4K. But you can't get to 4K if you don't teach other people how to be successful, right? So your goal coming in should be the VIP 800 and then the VIP 1600. If you are past that or you did reach it, your next goal should be to teach those people or the people that you need to go out and help how to get the VIP 800 and VIP 1600. You cannot be successful in this business without helping other people learn how to duplicate that system. That's the reality of it. I told you guys actually in the post that I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. There's no quick fixes. You join, you want to make money, you need to watch the training, because you're going to sound silly if you don't. You're going to walk around and ask everybody else questions, and you're not ever going to learn. And if you don't learn, people are going to see right through it. And people are going to, why would somebody want to join you if you're not willing to put in the time to learn the business or learn about the products or use the products? Some of you guys might not be able to use the products. Maybe you have a medical condition that is prohibiting you from using them, okay? That happens. Does that mean that you can't be successful? Absolutely not. You need to then fall in love with other people's testimonies. and you need to share that. We say it time and time again. You can come into this business 100% free, no risks, okay? But you need to get the product in your hand regardless. I don't care how that happens, whether you decide that you want to order the product or you want to hustle and you want to get people to get those 3-day minis, place an order with you, you reserve them for them, and then you place your order for the kit. Okay? You need to get those kits, because if you don't and you're just sitting there posting all day long, guys, I want you to think about the last time you watched an infomercial in the middle of the night, how many times you watched that infomercial before you actually decided, if you ever actually decided to place an order. I want you to think now, how many times have you seen people post on Facebook and you've probably just scrolled right over top of it? A lot, right? You have people on your news feed every day that are selling stuff. Now, I want you to tell me which story would be more captivating to you and grab your attention. Join my team. It's free. You can make this or whatever. And I don't know, a picture of the bonuses. Or somebody posting their own experience of how amazing they're feeling and how they were able to pay off, I don't know, they were able to pay their house payment or they were able to pay for their groceries and you just didn't have the money to buy groceries for your house. You want to reach people, you need to touch them with sincere reasons. Okay? I tell people all the time, I am not somebody that is like a big group poster. I don't post in like a lot of groups or anything like that. I do, but it's not salesy stuff. It's stuff that's genuine. Like telling people happy birthday. You don't need to tell them happy birthday with a great big Lavelle sticker. Okay? You need to tell them happy birthday because you care about them. And you want to tell them happy birthday. Because guess what's going to happen? Because you showed that you cared, they're now going to see your newsfeed more. You're going to show interest in other people's lives, and that's how you're going to get people to pay attention to you. Because they're going to be like, oh, I just talked to Amanda the other day. What is she doing? You're going to see you on your newsfeed, and then it's not just another person. You have to stick out somehow, some way, and that is by true stories. If you go, every single person, how many people are on here? Every single person. Oh, we're maxed out, I think. I think my Zoom only has 100 spots and we have 100 people on. That's amazing. So bravo to all you guys that are on, because I'm telling you what, this is going to be a month that you're never going to forget. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted because that's pretty amazing. In all the years I've been doing network marketing, I've never seen 100 people like max out at 100 there for that. I think I need to up my room to 200 next time. But the thing is that if you are setting out every day to grow your network and to get people to interact with you, you're going to definitely be ahead and stick out to people if you're the person on their newsfeed that actually told them, gave them advice or congratulated their kids for their graduation or happy birthday to their baby that meant so much to them. Oh, their pictures of their kids that they just had done that they're excited to share. Their new baby announcement that they were so excited to share with people. Their prayers for their mother that's sick in the hospital. When you show people you care, they know who you are. They remember you. And you're going to be the person that they want to join compared to the person that's inboxing them 1,000 times just to join their team because they want to make a buck off of them. Which person do you want to be remembered for? At the end of the day, I can tell you guys this. If you want to win in this industry, you need to start caring about people, and that needs to be your number one. That means giving good customer service to your customers. That means if something is not suitable for somebody or unsafe for somebody, you say you need to consult your doctor first because that's the right thing to do. Okay? If somebody tells you they have a medical history, don't just try to get the sale. Okay? Because what's going to happen if you just try to get the sale and that person really shouldn't have had that? That maybe there's a vitamin that that person's not supposed to have. For instance, if there's something that's high in vitamin K and somebody is on Coumadin, okay, that's a medicine that's a blood thinner. All right, maybe it's okay for them to take it, but maybe their blood levels are out of control and they really shouldn't have taken that, right? So I want, if you're doing these type of things, these aren't things that you need to know everything, okay? You don't need to know everything about everything. But if you just stick to the basics, I have a medical condition. Should I use this product? Well, here's this. If you're on these medications, you've got out of control blood pressure, you probably should go ahead and check with your doctor first. You're pregnant or breastfeeding, you probably should check with your doctor first. Make sure it's okay. Yes, it is approved for most, okay? But there is occasionally the time that it's not. So you need to be aware of that and just say and stick to the guidelines of, you should probably check with your doctor first. And then if somebody doesn't feel they need to, because it is just vitamins and minerals, okay? They don't feel like they need to, then that's their choice. But you need to at least give them the right advice there. Know that if you stick with the 3 simple steps, which is what the experience is, that is what this company was built with. If you sold nothing else and you just stuck with the experience, that's what made this company almost $1 billion company in 5 years and be debt free. That is what people are joining for every day. That's what people are buying these 3-day mini experiences for. So yes, we have all these other products and they are amazing. I like to highlight the sleep because it's amazing. There's lots of them. I'm addicted to the Activate. There's no question about that, especially pina colada for some reason. I always feel like I'm like drinking alcohol or something. But the thing is that by me sharing that with people, it gets a laugh out of them. I'm like, I joke about like wanting to add like some vodka in with my pina colada Activate, sometimes, or me talking about my rest and how I'm going to be counting sheep tonight. Like count like 3 sheep. I'm going to be out in 20 minutes, people can relate to that. I don't even have to put a sales ad up. I just literally am talking about what I'm doing. I think it was Jamie might have posted on her team page one day that selfies. Okay, so some of you guys might be like, I'm totally not taking selfies. I'm not a selfie person. But I want to tell you this, and here's what it comes down to. If people see your face, it's going to be more personal. Hands down. If I take a picture like this, just a picture just like this, and I talk about it and it says I am bold, okay, and I start talking about my day and how I feel amazing and all this stuff, which one are you going to be more likely to go with? This or a sales ad of just the DFT and there's no emotion that comes through you? It's going to be the selfie, hands down, every time. Because it created some kind of feeling. If you can make people cry, you can make people laugh, you can make people have an emotion of some kind, a thought process, you are going to be winning in the game of helping because it's going to create emotion. And that's how you build relationships. And that is how you also build trust in the long run. You guys, I joke around all the time that I'm excited and I'm hyper and I'm all over the place. Well, I really am. But the thing is that I truly love this industry and I truly love what I do. Okay. And it shows. So people want to join me. They know every single day they're going to see me working my business. They know every single day they're going to see me probably using the products or sharing a picture of the products or sharing something to do with my life or a picture of my kids at the ball field or my kids cuddled up on the couch with me or Leah at the bus stop hanging out on my whatever. These are like the vlogs of your life. That's what Facebook is if you're using social media. But let's take it the next step further. This, everywhere I go. somebody will ask me about this. I sell minis all the time. People that maybe saw me on Facebook, but maybe see me at the dollar store, maybe see me at the grocery store. I have a conversation with them. Hi, how are you doing today? At the checkout center, you know? And you just bring up stuff, you know? Is it a holiday? Are you off on, Thursday? Do you get the holiday off? And you would not believe how many times I've used that. And people have talked about how they had to work and how they wish they didn't have to work. And then you know what I've done? I've handed them a card. Or I've just handed them my phone, been like, you need to friend me on Facebook and join my team. I think you would do amazing. Your personality rocks. I do that a lot of times with waitresses. I have a really big habit of doing it at Lane Bryant for whatever reason, because I'm a thicker girl. I've always struggled with my weight, but I'll tell you what, I've signed more people from Lane Bryant than I think any other store, as ironic as that is. And they've all been from different states. How weird is that, right? But the reality of it is that just being genuine and talking to people, people will say, how do you build your network? Well, you actually have to friend people. You have to friend people. So where do you start there? You go to your high school. Sarah that used to sit beside you in English class. How about we friend Sarah today? You know, you get to know Sarah all over again. Maybe it's been 25 years and Sarah doesn't know who the heck just friended her. That's okay. Let her reject you. You know, the thing is, guys, is that the more you build your business and the more you continue to network with people, the bigger your teams are going to grow. So how does this all come into effect, and how do we say, okay, well, we need to speed this up about 20. Okay, we need to speed this up because we only have till the end of April and we want to hit as many bonuses as possible. Well, you start by actually asking. Like, if you haven't made a list of people that you want on your team, you need to. And then you need to contact them. And you need to say, listen, I know you've been struggling. I want to help. Do you want to join me? It's free. I'm going to show you how you can get a kit if you want to, or you can just go ahead and invest in it, and I'll show you how to make your money right back and how you can earn $500 by Tuesday. Don't give them, oh, you've got 2 weeks. Nope, let's figure out how you're going to make $500 by Tuesday. Okay? Set a deadline. Your goal should not be, I want to be 4K, and you don't know how to get there. You need a roadmap to how to get there. And you need to set deadlines. You need to say, okay, for example, Brittany and I were talking last night. She wants to get to 40K. She wants to get her husband to 40K. She wants to make sure her team gets all their bonuses along the way. All right. I'm totally telling your business right now. But I know that it works for her. Okay. Because what she wants to do is she wants to say, okay, I want to be this by this day. I want to be this by this day. I want to be this by this day. So I want you to say, break it down in increments. By Sunday, what do you want to be? Don't wait till the end of the month. Don't wait till April 30th. Where do you want to be by Sunday? Do you want to be a fourth of the way to 4K? Do you want to be, I had somebody that was messaging me today that went 4K last month, and she is, I'd probably say almost halfway to 4K already this month. And she started back at 0. You want to know why? She came into this month on a mission that she was going 12K, and that's all there was to it. So she knew that she needed to be every week. She needs to at least hit 3K. All right. But she's like third day in, she's already almost over halfway to that, and that's what her goal was. So if you do that, if you think about that, okay, I need to get $3,000 a week in volume in order to get to 12K. How do you do that? If you have 2 people, guys, that go VIP 1,600 in a week, you're at 3,200. And that's not even including the people you signed. That's just the 2 people that you help teach them how to sign, right? Because how are you going to teach people? First of all, I'm going to just cut this out real quick for you guys. I'm not saying don't have team Zooms. I'm not telling you to not do this, not to do that. You do whatever you want to because it's your business, okay? But utilize the tools that are in place for you. Utilize the team page. Utilize the pinned post. Utilize telling every single one of your new promoters to go to that pinned post and watch the training and take, write down their VIP 800, VIP 1600 goals. Do not try to focus on what you need to do 10 months from now. You need to focus on the here and now, what needs to happen, what your team needs, what they need help with. If you ever message me and you say, I'm not succeeding in this, this just isn't working out for me, the first thing I'm going to do is say, when was the last time you were on a call? Have you watched your training? Are you being consistent? Are you using the products? That's going to make a whole bunch of people not want to ever message me, because I'll call you out straight up on it. And it's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's because you're asking me for advice, but this is advice you should have already been able to look at, because I can't motivate you. I can't make you do those things. You decided to join a business because you wanted to grow a business and you wanted to make money. I can lead you the right way, but then it's up to you to take those steps. It's up for you to be consistent every day. I can tell you guys that I probably work my business more than most people work a full-time job. Actually, I probably work my business more than 2 full-time jobs. And that is my choice, because I want to see every single person, whether they are on or off my team, succeed. Because that's what I love. I love cheering for people. I was a cheerleader all my life, growing up. I really was, But the thing is that I just like to see people happy. I don't like to see people sad. I like to see people happy. And I know these products make people happy because they make me happy. I like to see people not struggling and being able to pay their bills. I'm going to tell you guys, I have a lot of people that are inboxing me, asking me to borrow money. Not on this team. It's like weird requests. Like, you get people that ask you for like $15,000 and you're like, what? Like, who messages people that kind of stuff, right? It's heartbreaking. Honestly, it's heartbreaking, because you know that people have asked you for those things because they have gotten to such a point that they are at desperation a lot of times. Okay. And unfortunately, what I always come back with, guys, is let me show you how to be successful. I'm not going to give this to you, but I will show you how you can make that kind of money. Because that's the reality. Sometimes people just need to know the way. If they just want it given, then they're never going to learn. And they have to learn the lessons along the way, because they're going to need to help other people learn those lessons along the way. You got to fight for it if you want it. But I can promise it's worth every second of the journey. It's an emotional journey. And I'm going to end up crying, because I've just seen so many people reach goals, guys, since I joined 2.5 months ago. I've seen more people in the past 2.5 months achieve so much more than I saw 4 years in network marketing. And, that to me tells me that we're on to something amazing, and you want to share that with as many people as possible. Is there anybody on here that has not yet used the product at all? I can't see everybody. Okay, well, if you are able to and capable of, you definitely need to, if anybody did say that they haven't. Because the second that you fall in love with the way that you're feeling, you're going to want everybody to know about it. And that is going to come through on your post. That's what you should be talking about. I get a lot of people ask what they should talk about, what they should post about, how they can sign customers. You want to sign customers, you need to share your testimony. You need to share somebody's testimony that was touched your heart, that caught your attention. Where can you find testimonies? Start with the Lavelle fan page. Every single person on this team should like the Lavelle fan page. Why? Because there's great stories and great testimonies. Now, just a little pro tip there. I say pro tip. Kick out their last name, guys. You don't need to be posting people's last names on your Facebook. I mean, I don't want people going and looking up those people and joining them. I want them joining me. So I always cut out their last name. I copy the post, I save the picture, and I post it as my own. And then I take out their last name. Because, you know, it's just, honestly, that's just the best way to go. You're sharing a story. They don't need to know the first and last name. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to read this real quick. Yeah. There you are. Look, all these things you guys are saying. All right. That's awesome. 6 pounds. You need to talk about that. You need to share that with people, because I guarantee there's people that are struggling with their weight. I was just reading over here. Been on for 6 days and unlost. Okay, so what you guys should be getting out of this here is that, A, we have a great team that you can come and get support from all the time, all right? Don't feel like you need to message me by myself like 20 times. I promise you can message like the team page and we're going to all help you out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't be afraid to message me or anything like that. But just know, like, I get a lot of messages. So sometimes it takes me a little longer to get back to you, unless you're Christy. And then she just keeps on messaging me until I actually respond. And then it makes me laugh. Look at her dancing there. But the reality of it is, guys, no, seriously, don't be afraid to ask. Ask in your chats. If you have a chat, ask on the team page. If you're still not sure, reach out and ask me personally. Reach out and ask a sideline, whatever. You have this support here. We want everybody to be successful. Next thing is that you need to set like a deadline. You need to set a goal. You need to go out there and you need to say, okay, I'm going to make this happen. There's no if, ands, or buts. It's not, I don't know, I'm going to try to make this happen. No, you have to decide if you want to make it happen or you don't. I'm not sure if Thomas is on or not, but I saw a post on his team page today that I am going to copy and paste and share, because it was amazing. He talked about you cannot like grow your business with seeds you never that you never planted. Okay. You literally reap what you sow. So if you're somebody that's just trying to shortcut it and just get your bonuses and not worried about helping your team ever get plugged in, your team watching their training and what's best for them and helping them be successful, you're not going to grow very far. You're going to pound your head. Okay. What does that look like? You don't need to be up your team's butt all the time. You don't. If you have to be up their butt all the time, chances are they don't want it anyways. So you need to move on, be there, be accessible, but work your own business. 90% of your time should be talking to new people and networking. 90% of your time should be talking to new people and networking. Now you need to do some personal development. Some of you guys might not know what that is. Well, I'm going to tell you this. In network marketing, personal development is this. What are you scared of? What do you need to grow in? What do you feel you're weak at? All those things, guys, you can just Google, read some articles, hop in YouTube. Feel like you're not confident. Type in some motivational. I like Les Brown. I'm totally like biased to him. I love Les Brown. You can get on this little app, Podbean, and you can get motivational speeches, whatever. Work on yourself a little bit. 10 minutes every day, at least 10 minutes every day. Work on yourself. Feed your mind some good stuff, okay? Learn a little bit. You know what? I built my last business on Instagram, and I haven't even used Instagram for this business at all. Like, Matt posted a couple things here and there, but I've never even used that for this business at all. I self-taught myself how to build on Instagram because I would read articles, I would watch YouTube videos, I would research it over a year, over time. I just got better. I kept on staying consistent, kept on doing it. Same with Facebook. I really studied attraction marketing because I did not want to be that person that was messaging 1,000 people a day and spamming people. I didn't want to be known as that person. So I wanted to be the person that everybody was messaging. So I researched that. You want to be that person? You just want people to start messaging you for no reason? You're like, what the heck? Right? Study attraction marketing. I promise you, it'll pay off. And then, yeah, Les Brown every morning. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. Play it when you're working around the house. It's amazing. Or if you're like me and you never take a second to stop, just play it when you have like 5 seconds. I don't know. Just 5 seconds of listening to them. I'm good to go. The next thing is of course, always, 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 you want to get new customers, you want to get new promoters. So how do you do that? You share your results, you share your testimonies, you put some urgency behind it. I've got 2 spots today to get these people signed up. You need to give a little bit sometimes, okay? Maybe you've got $150 in credits, guys, and you decide this month I'm going to use $100 towards my personal auto ship, okay? You get a nice discount. But how about you give 25 in credits to 2 of your customers towards their experience? Give back. I did a great big gives back last Tuesday, and any of you all that are on my team know about all that. Like, that was ridiculously crazy, amazing. It was a great big gives back, but it paid off. It paid off big. My bank didn't like it, but it paid off big. But I can tell you this, I don't regret it for 1 second, because I saw a lot of promotions come through. Saw a lot of people get really excited. A lot of people believe because they could offer something like that. Okay. Now here's the thing. What do you do when you don't have that offer? At the end of the day, guys, this product is what you want to make sure that you do not devalue this product. One of the number one things I've seen in this industry is when the product becomes cheapened because you just give it away, or you decide that you're just going to, I don't know, devalue the product, devalue the kits, devalue the reason for why it's this price. Yes, we might have a special here and there of the kit being on sale or giving this much back towards a kit or whatever. First of all, if you bought your kit, I'm just going to say this. If you bought your kit and you paid full price for your kit and you never got a discount on it, you have the choice to be one of 2 people. You can sit around and mope because you missed out on $100 off of your kit. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. You can mope about that, or you can say, holy crap, I can offer this to my customers or my new promoters, and more people are going to be able to join me now. You get over the fact that you might have missed out, but you focus on who you're going to help with it, right? So that's where you want to be. You want to constantly be like, okay, I've hit a roadblock or I feel defeated. How can I get over this? You got to be the obstacles. You got to focus on what the end result is. You can go in and say, oh, I'm not having any success. I'm not signing anybody. I'm not da-da-da-da-da. I just want you to hear what I'm saying right now, because I really want you to feel like, God, that's a drag. I'm not being successful. I can't sign anybody. Nobody wants to join me. This isn't what's working. This is whatever. Does that sound like somebody that is positive in any way, shape, or form? Or do you go about it and saying this? I haven't been able to get anybody to join me. Why is nobody joining me? Am I being consistent? Am I posting? Am I being excited? Am I talking about this? Am I sharing testimonies? Now you're finding solutions. You see the difference? There's a difference. There's a huge difference. I hope you see the difference. Because that's when you're going to start seeing success. Quickly, very quickly. And it's going to duplicate. You're going to help the person get 800, VIP 1600, that they have to get themselves. Okay? You can't help them get that. They have to get that. Personally enrolled customers, VIP 800, I just want to get this very clear real quick. VIP 800, hold on. I got to mute this. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. VIP 800 and VIP 1600 is first time orders only for new customers and new promoters. So that means that if your husband decided to sign up as your customer, okay, and he placed an order the first time, if you go and place $150 in orders underneath your husband the second time during your VIP 800 period, his volume's not going to count towards that VIP 800, okay? Just so you know. Some of you guys might have ran into that and you were like, oh my God, where's the volume? And it was under your qualifying volume, but it wasn't underneath of your PPA for that. So that's where that comes in. So I'm starting to ramble now, and I've been talking for 40 minutes, and somebody should have told me to shut up a while ago. But So do you guys get the fact that in order to get these bonuses and to happen quickly, you need to set some urgency behind it. You need to find a way to get the product and get the product in people. You need to be consistent. You need to be excited. You need to share daily. You need to talk to more people. You need to network. Oh my gosh, I sound like I'm lecturing, and I swear to you, I'm not. I'm just telling you it like it is. You have to read and watch the pinned post. If you just joined and you've never watched the training, that needs to be your goal tonight. Like, that needs to be your goal tonight. Set yourself a time, guys, that you need to at least get some information out there. Because here's the thing. If you post once a week, you're going to snail your way to success. But I'm going to tell you something very, 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 very 100% true. Success loves speed. The more momentum you get, the bigger you are going to be rewarded, as long as you are helping people along the way, as long as you are keeping your focus on other people along the way. Okay. All right. What kind of questions we got?
Yes, ma'am. Are you there?
Uh-huh.
I am new. I am new to this. I have tried the product, and I absolutely love the product. But my only problem is I am not very computer savvy on how to copy and post some of the motivational.
That's okay. You don't need to be. Yeah, you don't need to be. You need to be you. You don't need to be somebody else, and you don't need to worry about copying and pasting all these things. I promise you. You need to just share exactly what you're telling me, that you are loving the products. That's it. You just be you. You make it your own. Because here's the thing. People are not going to buy a false version of you. They're your friends because you're you, right? What are they going to value more? Are they going to value more a copy-paste post that they know you didn't say? Or are they going to value your testimony?
I believe that they will value my testimony more than they would just what somebody else said.
Absolutely. So I think that you just hit the nail on the head for you. You don't have to be you. And the thing is that these testimonies that I talk about, sharing other people's testimonies or whatever, you don't know how to copy paste that. Don't worry about that. Hit the share button. It's not the end of the world. I promise. Just hit the share button on the Lavelle page. And that's all you got to do. And it'll post right to your timeline. And you'll share a story. It's not going to lead to the other person because it's posted by Lavelle, the page, Don't get hung up on that, because you're starting at a point where it's like, I don't know how to copy this stuff. Don't worry about learning how to do that. Okay? Take yourself back a step. Say, you need to start on just sharing your own testimony first, and then move on from there, and we can work with you on helping you grow a little bit in that respect. You don't have to know how to work a computer a whole bunch, and you don't need to be real computer savvy. You just need to share the testimony and get that out there for other people to know. That's it.
All right, and another thing that I have a question on. I mean, I've had the sample packs, and my team leader, he tells me that he has the sample packs for people, but he also tells me that I need to go on and buy some, get the product in my hand. But my only question is about that. What if you don't have the extra money laying around to get the sample products out to people? How would I go about doing that?
You would want to talk to people about your testimony and get about 6 people to say that they want to try it, and that you tell those 6 people, okay, what's $25 and I'll reserve you one. And I'm placing an order on Friday. You set a day that you're going to place an order, and you collect 6 orders before Friday, and then you have the money to order it.
Oh, well, that is awesome, ma'am. I mean, nobody's there. He's told me, but he is very busy, and he's been my friend for years. So, I mean, I know that he's very busy, and he's very happy with the product. So, I'm just gonna follow your advice and go from there, because I'm very excited about the product. I really am. Yeah. Because the three day sample pack that I tried, I mean, I've never had that good of energy ever. No matter drinking energy drinks or anything, there's nothing to compare to the Strive product in my eyes.
You need to tell as many people as possible about that, because honestly, like you're just like, you're winning my heart right now. Like seriously, like you need to tell people about that, because I know that there's other people that are feeling exactly like you are and need to have that same feeling, that amazing feeling. And I promise you that if you keep on sharing that with other people, that you are going to help a lot along the way. And if you reserve those, then even if people don't have the money laying around, the money just starts adding up, because people want to try that. People want that feeling. They want to feel amazing. And then you'd be able to have the money to order it, because people would have reserved it with you.
Well, that is awesome, ma'am. I really, you're a complete stranger, but I've learned more from you than in this 45 minutes that we've been in this group than I've learned since the whole time. You've taught me really how to sell and motivated me to want to go out and do this.
I'm really excited. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that it would help light some put some gasoline on some fires for people and get them positive and excited and ready to take over this month, because, you know, there's so many people out there, guys, that this has just turned their life around. And I know that there's not a single person that's on this Zoom right now that cannot be successful at this. Doesn't matter what your background is. Most people don't join network marketing with any kind of background. They just want more. They just want to feel better. They just want to make a couple extra dollars. And that turns into so much more. Oh, you guys are going to make me all emotional. All right. Is there anybody else?
Amanda, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's Erica. Okay. I'm hoping I don't lose you. I'm actually driving right now. So can you go over like following up with customers and creating that urgency with new people, like in depth a little bit more as far as like exactly how to do that? Because I know you and I have talked a couple times about some of the customers that I followed up with, and getting everybody who likes the product, who loves the product, who wants to order the product, signing up even free customer accounts with these people, and then just not closing the deal. Like they just don't order. Can you go over, because I know there's been
I have one real quick thing to say, and you know I've said this to you. Move on. Don't let people play games with you. If they're not going to order, you listen. If you have given your time, you're following up, you're trying to share, and people are just completely negative with their reaction, with the way that I'm really sorry that didn't work out for you. I'd love to change your mind, but if they're not willing to have an open mind, or they're not willing to get started, that's okay. You can follow up with them later. But for right now, you move on. I follow up, guys, with people. I have a really crappy follow-up system. I probably shouldn't be the one to teach on follow-up, but I can tell you some things that you should do. Ask when they want to join. Ask when they would want to get started. If it's a financial reason why they can't get started, find out if they want to become a promoter so that they can make some extra money and not have that problem, or talk to them about the referral program, how they can get a couple people and they can get their product for free. As customers can get their product for free with 2 referrals. Everybody knows that, right? On the 2nd of every month, every single promoter, if you get your 2 highest auto ship orders, you're going to get the average of back in free product credits. So if you get 2 high product orders of $300, guess what? You're going to get like $300 in product credit. Pretty cool, right? Yes, I always suggest that they can't afford it, that they become a promoter. I also like to ask what day they want to get started. I also like to bring it back to why they wanted to get started. That's something in the follow-up that you should always include. I know that you said you've been tired. Are you ready to go ahead and get started? So reiterating what they've already told you, that means looking back through your conversation before you blindly shoot them a message about how you're trying to hit your goal this month. You don't include you unless they ask. Okay? When you're trying to talk to your customers, you don't talk about you unless they ask you for your opinion. You need to focus on what their goal is. Okay? It's about them, not you. Not about you getting your goal, not about you signing your thing, not about you what you need. It's about what they want to feel. Okay? So that's my biggest tip when it comes to follow-up. It's never about you. It's about them. If you have a bunch of negativity, sometimes you just have some negative Nancy's and you just need to just ignore that message for a little while. That's what I do. But I don't normally get a lot of negative because I'm very, very firm, I guess maybe you could say would be a word, with my replies because I believe so much in what this product can do for people. I know that it might take a couple days and not everybody's going to be a day one thriver. I was a day one thriver, but my husband wasn't. My husband, he felt tired and I heard him whine for the first couple of days. Guess what he also did? He never drank coffee anymore. He quit drinking coffee right away. So you don't think his body was actually having some caffeine withdrawals over those first few days? Of course it was. Of course it was. Because he was used to drinking like a pot of coffee a day. I mean, for God's sakes, you know, you take that away from somebody and you don't replace it with it, then obviously you're still going to have some kind of withdrawals. You're going to be a little bit tired, you know. So that's, I guess, the biggest thing is that, first of all, not getting hung up on the same person either. That's another thing. Customers and promoters, you don't want to get hung up on the same two people that said they wanted to join you 3 months ago. Move on, because you can't, I'm not saying give up on anybody. You should never give up on anybody. But if they're not willing to give you the time, then why are you spending all your time trying to give them? You know, you can't do that. It's a mutual respect thing. I meet you halfway. Anybody else? The biggest thing is it's going to be follow-up, but the biggest thing is right now, guys, is going to be the new people that you come across. Those are going to be more likely the people that decide to join you. The people that you reach now. I don't care if you have 5,000 friends on Facebook. All 5,000 of your friends don't see your Facebook post. Do you know how many people don't know that I went 200K with Lavelle? You guys all know because I'm on your team. You see me all the time. But I have a lot of friends that I'm friends with on Facebook that I talk to outside of Facebook that were like, you did what? You didn't even know I joined this company. What's that tell me? I need to go visit these people's pages more. I need to be a little bit more intentional, right? Because that means a lot of people aren't seeing my stuff. So to reach more people, I need to go and love on some people over the next couple days. You better believe that's what I'm going to do because I want to be popping up in people's news feeds like crazy. I want to show you all off. Celebrate your promotion. Right? Okay. This is like seriously going on 51 minutes and we can't build businesses if we're on Zooms. So I hope this motivated you all. I hope it gave you guys some ideas. I'm going to upload it and I'll post it on the team page and then I'll upload it to YouTube as well in case you ever need to share it or anything or watch it again and you can't find it on the team page. And all you got to do to find it on my YouTube is look up Amanda Arnett and you should see it pop up. I post some of the things like trainings, and if you can ignore some other companies listed or that I've mentioned in the past, I've got some really heartfelt kick you in the butt videos on there too. But all right, guys, I love you all. Let's go out and yes, I say you all sometimes because I am from West Virginia. Give me a break here, okay? But I just want you guys to know that every single one of you can be at least at the minimum 4K by the end of the month. Please do not cut yourself short and think that you cannot reach it because you absolutely can. And everybody can push for 12K as well because this month is going to be crazy. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. One more thing, I'm sorry. But there is the next level DFT that's going to be released at conference this month. And that's going to be ridiculously amazing. So from what I'm understanding, it's going to be ridiculous. So just be prepared that yes, momentum's going to be crazy, but those last couple days of the month are going to be intensely insane. Okay. So everybody have a good night. And yep, I guess I'm going to see you guys next Monday because I'm going to do this again on Mondays, I think. Or what's today? Is today Monday? Today's Monday. Yeah, on Mondays. I'm going to do like one of these or something every Monday. And then I'm going to talk to Lisa tomorrow. I'm going to stop recording now, but I'm going to tell you this. Hold on. Let me stop recording.